Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're taking a bit of a shortcut to getting really well informed about something pretty fascinating. It's the hidden potential, in the ordinary objects all around us. Our deep dive today is fueled by an incredible source of insights. Reader's Digest Extraordinary Uses for Ordinary Things New Edition. You're about to discover, well, a whole treasure trove of clever hacks, unexpected solutions, and just surprising facts. Things that'll make you look at your kitchen pantry, your tool shed, even your recycling bin in a completely new light.
That's exactly right. Our mission today is really to unpack this source and pull out those valuable nuggets of knowledge. We want to show you how common items, things you probably have right now, can perform some extraordinary tasks.
Yeah.
We're talking everything from, say, a quick fix for a broken light bulb, all the way to creating an entire rocket from an old film canister. It's all about seeing beyond the obvious.
I love that, seeing beyond the obvious. Okay, let's dive right in then. Our first category, tapes and adhesives. Now, when most of us think of tape, it's usually just for sealing boxes or fixing something quickly, right?
Right, the simple stuff.
But the uses in this book go way beyond that. What's one of the most maybe surprising applications you found for something like duct tape?
Well, duct tape is a true superstar, isn't it? Beyond just patching things up. Did you know you can use it to make streamers for kids' bikes? Or even as a temporary patch for a leaky canoe or a pool.
A canoe, wow.
Yeah, or it's even recommended for waterproofing footwear in a pinch.
Okay, from kids' crafts to emergency repairs and waterproofing, that's quite a range.
It really is.
What is it about duct tape that gives it those kinds of unexpected capabilities?
Well, what's truly remarkable about duct tape, and we'll see this with lots of these ordinary items, it's that incredible tensile strength combined with its really aggressive adhesive. It's a great example of how simple material science, when you apply it creatively, can solve a whole load of problems. That woven fabric backing and the strong glue just make it super durable and versatile.
That makes perfect sense. And speaking of adhesives, what about electrical tape? That usually makes you think of, well, electrical work. But there are some surprisingly creative uses beyond wiring, aren't there?
Absolutely. One really clever trick is to crisscross it over broken window panes.
No.
Yeah, that simple act can stop dangerous shards from falling when you're trying to take out the sash.
Right, safety first.
Exactly. And for a kind of different way to wrap gifts, you can actually apply it directly onto the gift box, make designs, stripes, or even cut out shapes and letters from the tape. It's quite decorative.
Decorative electrical tape. Never would have thought of that. That's where it gets really interesting for just general adhesive tape, too. The kind you just have in a drawer. I hear it has some serious uses in the workshop.
It really does. Carpenters, for example, they often wrap wooden hammer handles with it.
Why is that?
Well, it gives a better grip, sure, but it also protects the handle from those misdirected blows. Basically extends the tool's life.
Mer.
And plumbers, if they're in a tight spot, they can tape one end of a hacksaw blade to, say, a stick or even a wrench. That creates a kind of mini hacksaw, letting them cut in awkward places where a full saw just won't fit.
So whether it's a simple strip or a roll, these adhesives are more than just sticky. They're real problem solvers.
Precisely. And, if we connect this to the bigger picture, the whole idea of a simple adhesive having such varied uses, it sort of echoes the story of the Band-Aid.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know by the time its producer died back in 1961, Band-Aid sales were bringing in over $30 million in profits a year?
Wow, 30 million.
Yeah. It just shows how a seemingly minor invention built around a simple adhesive can have this massive lasting impact on everyday life. It's about finding that core utility and just applying it broadly,
That's a fantastic point about the impact of simple inventions. Okay, let's transition then. From stickiness to plastics. We all know plastic bottles, the kind you might just toss into recycling. But you'd be surprised, apparently, at their incredible versatility. What are some of the most practical transformations for these?
They're remarkably adaptable. For instance, you can cut down a plastic bottle, and it works as an impromptu scoop or maybe a baler for a boat.
Okay.
Or fill them with sand or cat litter. And they make excellent weights for winter traction if your car gets stuck. Non-slip, too. And for the garden, a repurposed bottle can easily become a bird feeder. It's all down to their lightweight, durability, and the shape they already have.
A bird feeder that's so clever. And for anyone with a sweet tooth or maybe just dealing with garden pests, the 2-liter soft drink bottle apparently has some cool tricks. Tell us about the insect trap.
Right. You can make a really effective, environmentally friendly insect trap. Just dissolve some sugar and water, add a splash of apple cider vinegar, and maybe a bit of banana peel. Then cut a hole near the top. The scent draws the insects in, and they get trapped.
Simple.
And for the DIY folks, those 2-liter bottles, they make excellent workshop organizers. Just cut out a section opposite the handle, and you've got easy access storage for small things like screws or nails. And
Nice.
get this, for those moments when you don't have a spirit level handy, a 32-ounce bottle filled about 3/4 with water and laid on its side works as a perfect substitute.
Oh, way.
Yeah, the water finds its own level, gives you a surprisingly accurate guide.
That's brilliant. A water level as a spirit level. Who knew? Now, remembering old 35 millimeter film canisters might feel a bit nostalgic for some, but they're still key to a fantastic science works experiment in the book.
They are indeed. You can turn that plop plop fizz fizz into whoosh whoosh gee whiz, an
Oh.
Alka-Seltzer rocket.
Yeah.
It gets its thrust from the gas created when the tablets react with water inside a 35 millimeter plastic canister.
Yeah.
Especially one where the lid fits inside the canister.
Ah, the internal lid type.
Right. The rapid buildup of carbon dioxide gas creates pressure and eventually pop. The lid forces off, launching the canister.
Classic.
Just a quick caution, though. Remember to be aware of aspirin allergies if you or someone doing it is sensitive.
Good point. Okay, that's a classic for a reason. Simple chemistry in action. How about plastic bags? Beyond groceries, they're surprisingly useful too, aren't they?
They definitely are. You can cut them into strips, make improvised party streamers,
Fun.
or, for more practical use, puncture the bottom of a plastic bag, hang it on a faucet handle, maybe in the bathroom. It becomes a simple, free draining holder for bath toys.
Smart. And speaking of plastic, let's talk plastic wrap. You know, saran wrap, it's a kitchen staple, but it has some very particular talent.
Yeah. You know those annoying ice crystals that form on opened ice cream? Ruins the texture.
Ate those.
Well, rewrap the container completely in plastic wrap before you put it back in the freezer. It creates an extra airtight seal, stops the air exposure that causes those crystals, keeps your ice cream smooth.
Good tip.
You can also cover the top of your refrigerator with overlapping sheets of plastic wrap. Makes cleanup super easy.
Oh, like a dust catcher.
Exactly. Catches dust and grease, you just peel it off and replace it. And the history of saran wrap is actually fascinating. It was discovered by accident by Ralph Wiley back in 1933. It was initially this smelly green film. Only got approved for food packaging after World War II.
Wow, another accidental discovery turned household essential. Even those little berry baskets, the plastic mesh ones, they have a second life after the fruit's gone.
They do. Their open weave makes them perfect as a small colander, say, for rinsing a single portion of berries or pasta.
Right.
They're also great for holding maybe recycled paper towels under the sink or organizing vitamins and medicine bottles in a cabinet, or even acting as a bulb cage in the garden.
A bulb cage? How?
You plant your flower bulb, put the basket over it upside down, and cover with soil. It deters squirrels while letting the plant grow through the mesh.
Clever. And plastic containers like Tupperware. Their impact on household organization is obviously huge.
Oh, immense. The success of Tupperware is a great story of ingenuity. It started with Earl Tupper molding polyethylene back in '42. But it really took off thanks to Brownie Wise and her understanding of American society, which led to the famous party sales model in 1948.
Ah, the Tupperware parties.
Exactly. Made it an enduring symbol of our era, according to the Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah.
And their airtight seals make them excellent for organizing your sewing area, keeping thread spools dust-free, storing tools neatly. It's about using that protective, contained environment.
It's incredible how plastic, in all its forms, just goes from packaging to practical solutions, often just by rethinking its basic properties like durability or flexibility or being airtight. Okay, let's shift our focus now into the kitchen and pantry, because apparently it holds some surprising secrets beyond just cooking. Who knew an apple could be so versatile outside of a pie?
Well, the humble apple has a secret weapon.
Ethylene gas.
Ethylene gas. Yeah. This is key to quickly ripening green tomatoes. Just place them with a ripe apple in a paper bag. About, say, 5 or 6 tomatoes per apple is a good ratio. The ethylene gas released by the apple just speeds up the ripening process for the tomatoes.
Okay.
And it also works wonders on hardened brown sugar. Put an apple wedge in a resealable plastic bag with the sugar for a day or 2.
Yeah.
The apple's moisture rehydrates the sugar, makes it soft and fluffy again.
That's a fantastic scientific hack.
Yeah.
Okay, moving to dairy and fats, butter. What else can it do besides make toast delicious?
Well, here's an odd one. If a doll has had an unfortunate ink pen makeover from a child,
Oh.
you can rub butter on the ink stains, leave the doll face up in the sun for a few days. The fats in the butter help dissolve the ink, and the sun's UV rays can help bleach it out. Then you just wash it off.
That's definitely unusual. And mayonnaise. Surely it's just for sandwiches.
Not entirely. Mayo is excellent for removing crayon marks from wooden furniture. Yeah, just rub it on the crayon mark, let it soak for a few minutes. The oils and the mayo break down the wax in the crayon. Then just wipe it clean. It also cleans yellowed piano keys. Wipe them with mayonnaise, wait a few minutes, then buff. The mild acids and oils help lift the yellowing.
Okay, milk. Seems like such a simple drink, but I hear it's a household hero in unexpected ways.
It truly is. Milk can clean patent leather bags or shoes. Just dab it on, let it dry, then buff for a really nice shine.
Interesting.
But what's really fascinating is its ability to repair cracked china.
Get out. With milk.
Seriously. Place the cracked item in a pan, cover it completely with milk, bring it to a boil, then turn it down and simmer for about 45 minutes.
And it mends it.
The protein in the milk, specifically casein, it sort of seeps into the crack and coagulates with the heat, mending most cracks. It's like a natural ceramic glue.
Repairing china with milk, that sounds almost magical. All right, cooking spray. Beyond the nonstick pan, what's it good for?
Quite a bit, actually. If your bike chain is creaky, a light shot of nonstick cooking spray can lubricate it. Just don't use too much, or it'll attract dirt.
Okay.
Also, it's key for making a really delicate, lacy candle.
A lacy candle?
Yeah, you coat the inside of an empty milk carton with the spray, anchor a taper wick in the bottom, fill the carton with ice cubes, then pour hot wax over the ice. As the ice melts, it creates these beautiful lacy voids in the wax.
Wow.
And the milk carton itself has its own history. John Van Wormer patented the Pure Pack back in 1915, changed milk delivery forever.
From lubing a chain to making art, that's impressive.
Yeah.
What about shortening, like Crisco?
Shortening can effectively remove those sticky adhesive labels from glass, metal, and most plastics.
That was annoying.
Exactly. Just coat the sticky area, wait about 10 minutes. The oils dissolve the adhesive, makes it easy to scrub off. Oh, and it also polishes dirty rubber boots, makes them shine like new.
It's remarkable how many things in our kitchen have these hidden chemical and physical properties, making them powerful problem solvers. Let's move on to general household chemistry. We're talking cleaning power from surprising sources like ammonia.
Ammonia is particularly good for clothes. You can dilute it, say 50-50 with water, for delicate fabrics like silk or wool.
Right.
A half-strength solution can also rub out tough stains like perspiration, blood, or urine before you launder them. And for most non-oily stains, try mixing equal parts ammonia, water, and dishwashing liquid in a spray bottle. Spray it on, let it sit, then rinse.
What does the ammonia do there?
The ammonia helps break down the organic parts of the stain, and the dish liquid acts as a surfactant to lift it all away.
Okay. Baking soda, a classic. Everyone has it, but maybe few know its full power.
Oh, it's way more than just for baking. You can clean smoke stains off fireplace bricks with a simple solution. Half a cup of baking soda in about 4 cups of warm water. For bathtubs and sinks, make a paste of 2 parts baking soda and 1 part hydrogen peroxide. It works wonders.
Why peroxide?
The peroxide acts as a mild bleach, while the baking soda gives you a gentle abrasive scrub. They're a great team.
Makes sense.
And for pets. You can rub a few handfuls into a dog's coat to deodorize it, just absorbs the odors. Or use a teaspoon of baking soda dissolved in a cup of warm water on a cotton ball to wash inside their ears. It can ease itching from mites.
Given how useful these common cleaners are there any special warnings or things to be mindful of?
Yes, particularly with borax. While it's generally safe for household cleaning, it can be harmful if ingested, especially by young children or pets. So store it very safely, out of reach.
Okay.
Also, it's toxic to plants, so be really careful if you use it in the garden. Even a tiny amount can kill plants and stop things growing there for a while.
But it keeps weeds away.
It does. It's effective at keeping weeds and ants away if you use it precisely, only in areas where you don't want plants, like cracks in pavement.
Good to know about the borax. Now, what about some surprising hacks from the shower? Hair conditioner, apparently, has talents beyond just silky hair.
Absolutely. Hair conditioner can quickly and easily remove makeup, especially stubborn stuff like foundation or mascara. Its emollients just break down the oils. And if a ring is stuck on your finger, slick it down with conditioner. It acts as a great lubricant, and the ring should slide right off.
Useful.
It also protects shoes and boots from winter salt and grime, and acts as a decent leather conditioner too, thanks to its moisturizing ingredients.
Quite a range for something made for hair. Fabric softener seems to have a dual purpose, too.
It does. Liquid fabric softener, diluted in water, can actually untangle and condition human hair. Use a weaker solution for fine hair, maybe stronger for coarse.
Same principle as fabric.
Pretty much. The conditioning agents that smooth fabric fibers work similarly on hair strands. It also effectively removes that dried-on hairspray residue from walls or vanities. Just mix it with water in a spray bottle. The softener helps loosen the sticky polymers.
And those dryer sheets. Don't throw them out after just one use.
No, definitely don't. Toss used fabric softener sheets into the bottom of hampers or wastebaskets. They still have enough fragrance and absorbency to counteract odors.
Right.
They'll also soften more than just fabric. Soak a casserole dish with burned-on residue overnight with 3 or 4 used sheets in hot water. It washes away easily the next day.
How does that work?
The softening agents in the sheet help loosen the baked-on grime. It's pretty effective.
Okay.
Oh, and you could tuck a new sheet under drawer liners for a nice fresh fragrance.
So many simple ways to extend their life. Let's peek into the medicine cabinet now for even more surprising uses. Lighter fluid, not just for grilling.
That's right. It can surprisingly wipe away rust marks from stainless steel. Just be careful, obviously.
Okay.
And here's a solution to an almost inevitable problem. Gum in hair.
Oh, the worst.
Apply a few drops of lighter fluid directly onto the sticky mess, wait just a few seconds, and then comb or wipe away the gum. The solvents in the fluid just break down the sticky polymers in the gum really quickly.
That's a lifesaver for parents. And mouthwash. Unexpected cleaning power there, too.
Yeah, if you're out of glass cleaner, an alcohol-based mouthwash will clean a computer monitor screen surprisingly well.
Why?
The alcohol evaporates quickly and doesn't leave streaks, much like commercial glass cleaners.
I'm hearing a theme here. Things with alcohol are often useful cleaners. Now, mustard, a surprising muscle relaxer. How on earth does that work?
Well, next time you take an Epsom salt bath, try adding a few tablespoons of prepared yellow mustard.
Mustard! In the bath.
Yeah. It's said to enhance the soothing effects and relax stiff, sore muscles. The compounds in mustard, like capsaicin in some types, can create a warming sensation that helps with muscle relaxation and blood flow.
Huh.
And the name mustard itself, it comes from ancient Romans, flavoring unfermented grape juice, which they called must, with mustard seeds.
That's a fascinating bit of history. Okay, petroleum jelly, not just for chapped lips, right?
No, it's a fantastic lubricant and sealant. You can apply it along the rim of a plumber's plunger, gives you a tighter seal, more effective suction.
Smart.
It also lubricates sticky cabinet door runners or window sash channels. Just apply it with a small paintbrush, makes them slide easily. Its slick, non-drying nature is the key.
And rubbing alcohol, a first aid staple, but also a clever trickster.
Definitely. Ticks apparently hate rubbing alcohol.
Oh.
Before you try pulling a tick off a dog or yourself, dab it with alcohol. It irritates the tick, makes it loosen its grip. Then you can pull it straight out much more easily and safely with tweezers. Always disinfect afterwards, of course.
Good tip.
Also, you can make a shapeable ice pack. Mix 2 parts rubbing alcohol with 3 parts water in a sturdy Ziploc bag. The alcohol lowers the freezing point of the water, so it creates this slushy, conformable pack that stays cold and molds right to your body.
Brilliant. From the medicine cabinet to the utility room, it's all about understanding those chemical properties. What about Simple Bar soap? It has a surprising safety application.
It does. If a light bulb breaks off in the socket, first, absolutely turn off the power at the source. Then, carefully press the corner of a large, dry bar of soap firmly into the jagged remains of the bulb base still in the socket. Give it a few gentle turns, and the soap's friction and ability to grip the glass should help you unscrew the base safely without touching any sharp edges.
That's incredibly ingenious, and dishwashing liquid can help with pests.
It can, specifically fleas. To help trap fleas, put a few drops of dishwashing liquid into a shallow plate of water. Place it on the floor near a nightlight or lamp. Fleas are attracted to the light and warmth. They jump towards it, land in the water, and drown. The dish soap breaks the water's surface tension so they can't float or hop out.
A simple flea trap. Now, salt. It can do so much more than season food. I'm hearing it can even revive wrinkled apples.
Yes. If your apples have gone a bit wrinkly, soak them in mildly salted water for a while.
How does that work?
Osmosis, basically. The salt helps draw moisture back into the apple cells, plumping them up again.
Oh.
And to stop cut fruit, like apples and pears, from browning. Soak them briefly in lightly salted water. The salt inhibits the enzyme that causes browning.
Useful.
Also, when whipping cream or beating eggs, add just a tiny pinch of salt first. It helps stabilize the protein structure. Cream whips lighter, eggs beat faster, higher, and firm up better.
I didn't know that.
You can even make colored salt for crafts. Just shake salt and food coloring in a plastic bag. Makes wonderful homemade glitter. And it's great for applying dry fertilizer precisely to seedlings.
Salt is truly a multitasker. And finally, ever thought your soda could be a cleaner?
Yes, cola specifically. Pour some cola into a toilet bowl, let it sit for about an hour, give it a scrub, and flush.
And it cleans it.
The phosphoric acid in cola helps dissolve mineral stains and grime.
Yeah.
A 32-ounce bottle of cola can sometimes help clear a slow drain for the same reason. It also makes roast ham moisture if you use it as a basting liquid. And, like lighter fluid, it can even get chewing gum out of hair.
Yeah.
Soak the gummy section in cola for a few minutes, then rinse. The acids and carbonation help break down the gum's stickiness.
The power of a little fizz. It's clear these everyday pantry items hold a secret arsenal of cleaning, repair, even beauty hacks, all thanks to their fascinating chemical makeup. Let's move on to our final category. This is about creative crafting and home improvement hacks using even more unexpected items. First up, cardboard tubes. You know, the long ones from posters or foil.
Right. They're great for organization and protection.
Yeah.
You can use them to keep the tops of long, flexible boots from creasing up in storage. Just insert them inside.
Simple but effective.
They also protect important documents, like diplomas. Roll the document tightly, insert it into the tube, prevents creases, keeps it clean. And for knitters, they're perfect for storing knitting needles safely and neatly. Stops them rolling around or getting lost.
That's a neat solution. And what about tin cans and their lids? Any uses there?
Can lids can actually make a quick, temporary floor patch. If you have old wooden floors with knot holes, you can nail a can lid over the hole. Helps keep rodents out, too.
Rustic.
And those little candy tins. They're great for storing broken jewelry pieces you plan to repair later, or for preventing necklaces and chains from tangling by storing them individually. Their sealed nature keeps things safe.
Empty coffee cans also have workshop potential, I hear.
Absolutely. Drill a hole near the top rim of empty coffee cans, and you can hang them on a pegboard wall in your workshop. Great for organizing screws, nuts, nails, that kind of thing.
Right.
And their plastic lids. They make perfect saucers to place under houseplants. Protects your carpets or wooden floors from excess water drips. It's all about repurposing a sturdy, readily available container.
Okay, simple chalk. Not just for sidewalks and blackboards.
No. Drawing a thick chalk line around home entry points like doorways or windowsills can repel ants.
Why's that?
It's the calcium carbonate. It apparently disrupts their scent trails, and the fine powder is abrasive to their exoskeletons, so they tend not to cross it.
Interesting.
You can also scatter powdered chalk around garden plants for a similar effect against some crawling insects. And for cleaning, chalk dust on a damp cloth acts as a very fine, gentle, abrasive good for polishing metal and even marble to a shine.
Even loose change has a purpose beyond vending machines.
It does in home improvement. When you're hanging an entry door, you can use a nickel to measure the gap you need at the top.
Okay.
And a dime for the gaps on the sides. Gives you perfect, consistent clearance for the door to swing freely.
That's precise.
And foreign coins, maybe ones left over from trips. With their unique designs, they can make interesting paperweights. Good conversation starters, too.
Correction fluid. You know whiteout. Apparently it comes in colors now and does more than fix typos.
Yeah, you can get it in various shades. It's handy for dabbing small nicks and scratches on household appliances like a white refrigerator or washing machine. Helps them blend in.
Does it last?
Well, once it's dry, you can cover it with a dab of clear nail polish for better staying power and a protective layer. It also works reasonably well on white china that's just for display.
Crayons aren't just for coloring books, are they? What else?
Not at all. You can actually use them to fix small holes or nicks in wooden furniture.
How?
Find a crayon that matches the wood color. You can carefully melt it, maybe using a microwave on a very low defrost setting, or even a low iron setting with protection. Color over the spot with the melted crayon, then place wax paper over it and gently iron it in. The wax fills the void, and the color helps it blend.
That's clever.
And for a fun kids project, shave different colored crayons onto a sheet of wax paper, cover it with another sheet, and iron them together. Creates a beautiful multicolored sun catcher as the wax melts and blends.
That sounds fun. Cream of tartar, a common baking ingredient. It has an unusual cleaning power.
Yes. If you have discolored aluminum pots, they'll sparkle again if you boil a mixture inside them. Use about 2 tablespoons of cream of tartar dissolved in 4 cups of water. Boil for 10 minutes.
What does it do?
The mild acid in the cream of tartar reacts with the oxidation layer on the aluminum, cleaning and brightening it right up.
And metal curtain rings. For outdoor adventures, who would thought?
Yeah. On a camping trip or a hike, you could use them like mini carabiners. Lash small items to your belt loop for easy access.
Like what?
Maybe attach your sneakers to your sleeping bag to air them out overnight. Or clip gloves and water bottles to your backpack. Keeps everything organized and accessible. Their simple, strong loop design is surprisingly versatile.
Dental floss is surprisingly strong. How does it stack up against, say, regular thread?
It's much, much stronger. It makes an extra strong string for hanging things like pictures, sun catchers, or wind chimes. Its material, often nylon or Teflon, and its weave make it incredibly durable and resistant to breaking or stretching.
Okay.
It's also perfect for securing buttons really permanently, especially on heavy coats or shirts. It's far stronger than standard sewing thread, ensures those buttons really stay put.
Good to know for those winter coats. Rubber gloves for cleaning, yes, but also creative solutions.
Definitely. Cut old, worn-out rubber gloves into horizontal strips, and you get extra strong rubber bands. Much more durable than typical elastic bands.
Hmm.
And here's a great tip for pet owners. Wet a rubber glove slightly and rub it over upholstery. It easily lifts off stubborn pet hair, especially cat hair. The static and friction just pull it right up.
I need to try that.
And for extra insulation in really cold weather, slip thin latex surgical gloves on underneath your regular gloves or mittens. They create an excellent barrier against moisture and trap an extra layer of air, keeping you warmer and drier.
Your garden hose has hidden talents beyond just watering plants, it seems.
It does. You can make a fun play phone for kids. Just cut a length of old hose, attach a plastic funnel to each end. The sound travels surprisingly well through the tube.
Cute.
It also protects sharp blades. Cut a piece of hose, slit it lengthwise, and slip it over the blade of a handsaw, ice skates, or even large cooking knives. Keeps them sharp and prevents accidents during storage or travel.
That's smart for safety. And when you're actually buying a hose, what's important to remember to avoid problems later?
Always measure the distance from your faucet to the farthest point in your yard you need to reach. Then add several extra feet to that length when you buy the hose.
Why the extra?
It helps avoid those aggravating kinks that happen when a hose is stretched too tight. Kinks cut water pressure and just make watering a real chore.
Good advice.
Oh, and here's a gutter cleaning tip. If your gutters are clogged with leaves, you can often just snake a garden hose up through the downspout and into the blockage. Sometimes the weight of the water already in the gutter, combined with the hose pushing, is enough to flush the blockage out. You might not even need to turn the hose on.
That's a great tip for the fall. An ice scraper, the kind for your car windshield, isn't just for winter.
It's surprisingly versatile. You can use it to swiftly remove old wax buildup from skis before re-waxing. Scrape frost buildup from the inside of your freezer to delay needing a full defrost. Clean, sticky bread dough off countertops without scratching. It can even substitute for a spatula sometimes on non-stick pans because of its smooth, thin edge.
Your old keys have fishing potential. Tell me more about that.
Yeah. Unused house keys or car keys make great fishing sinkers. They already have a hole, which makes attaching them to your line really easy.
Simple.
They can also be tied to a length of cord to create a makeshift plumb bob. Lets you draw perfectly vertical lines, handy for tasks like hanging wallpaper accurately. Just uses gravity as your guide.
Old ladders can create garden art. That sounds picturesque.
It can be. If you have old wooden straight ladders, maybe ones that aren't safe to climb anymore, you can cut 2 sections to the height you want, position them along a garden path, and screw them securely to strong posts set in the ground.
And then?
Add a third ladder section laid across the top, maybe tied all together with some decorative grapevine or jute twine. It creates a really unique garden archway, perfect for climbing plants like roses or clematis.
Old computer mouse pads can protect surfaces in surprising ways.
They can. Their soft, often non-slip backing makes them ideal to place under potted plants. Prevents scratches on hardwood floors or furniture.
Makes sense.
Or use them as hot pads. Put them on your table to protect the surface from hot casseroles or serving dishes coming straight from the oven. Their material is often heat-resistant enough for that.
Newspaper can get you out of a sticky situation, especially in winter.
Absolutely. Keep a stack of old newspapers in your car's trunk during winter. If you get stuck in slushy mud or snow, placing newspapers under the rear wheels can provide crucial traction to get you moving again.
Good emergency item.
You can also use large, cut-open paper grocery bags to hold your recycled newspapers. Makes collection neat and easy.
And for messy kitchen jobs.
Spread out, cut-open paper bags on your countertop before you start peeling vegetables or husking corn. When you're done, just gather everything up in the bag, fold it, and toss it. Makes cleanup super fast.
A paintbrush isn't just for painting, is it?
Not at all. A large, clean paintbrush is great for dusting window screens effectively.
Yeah.
You can even paint them with kerosene afterwards for a really thorough clean. They'll maybe do that outside.
Okay.
And a small, fine bristle paintbrush, like an artist's brush, is perfect for cleaning tiny debris out of computer keyboards and laptop hinges. The soft bristles get right into those small crevices without causing damage.
And pipe cleaners more than just craft supplies.
Right. If you run out of twist ties, a pipe cleaner works perfectly to secure a smelly garbage bag, sealing in the odors.
Handy.
They also make excellent, simple travel toys for kids. They can bend them into fun figures, animals, maybe temporary bracelets, keeps little hands busy on long journeys.
Believe it or not, a raw potato is apparently a gardener's friend.
It's remarkably versatile in the garden. You can actually feed new geranium cuttings by using a potato.
Oh.
Carve a small hole in a raw potato, slip the base of a geranium stem cutting into it, and then plant the whole thing, potato and all. The potato provides moisture and nutrients as it slowly breaks down. And for a fun science demonstration of air pressure, try to plunge a plastic drinking straw into a raw potato. It'll probably just crumple.
Right.
But if you put your thumb firmly over the top end of the straw, trapping the air inside, it will plunge right into the potato. The trapped, compressed air stiffens the straw enough to let it penetrate.
That's a great example of simple physics. And a potato helps skiers, too.
Yes. Rub the cut surface of a raw potato over your ski goggles before you hit the slopes.
Why would you do that?
It helps keep them from fogging up. The starch in the potato leaves a thin, invisible film that prevents water vapor from condensing on the lens.
Clever.
And if you need to stabilize a small flower arrangement quickly and don't have any floral foam, cut a large baking potato in half lengthwise, poke holes in the cut surface, and insert the flower stems. It provides a surprising amount of stability and moisture for a short time.
Socks beyond your feet. They're excellent protectors, I gather.
They're great for protecting stored breakables. Slip precious vases, delicate glassware, or maybe those bobblehead collections into old clean socks. Prevents chipping and scratches during storage or moving.
Good idea for moving.
And when soap bars get down to those annoying little slivers that are hard to hold, make a small slit in the side of a bath sponge and tuck the slivers inside. You'll get more washings out of them. Or just put them all in an old sock, tie it off, and use that as a washcloth, especially for kids.
Sponges absorb more than just spills, it turns out.
They do. You can actually start an indoor herb garden using a sponge. Cut a clean sponge to fit a shallow dish, moisten it thoroughly, sprinkle herb seeds like cress or mustard on top, cover it with an inverted glass bowl to create a mini greenhouse, and keep it moist.
Sprouts right on the sponge.
Yep, the sponge retains moisture perfectly for germination. Cool. They also help extend the life of vegetables in your refrigerator's crisper drawer. Line the bottom of the drawer with a few dry sponges. They'll absorb the excess moisture that causes veggies to spoil faster. Just remember to wring them out regularly and maybe soak them in warm water with a splash of bleach occasionally to keep them clean.
That's a very practical hack for reducing food waste. Okay, finally, let's talk about those recycled squirt bottles, like old ketchup or dish soap bottles, once they're cleaned out. They offer surprising precision in the kitchen.
They're incredibly useful. Fill a cleaned-out squirt bottle with cooking oil. Stops drips, lets you pour precisely, great for greasing pans or brushing oil onto food.
Right.
They make a fantastic substitute for a kitchen baster, too. Easily sucks up excess fat from roasts or helps you distribute marinades evenly.
Good one.
And they're just fantastic for storing condiments like mayonnaise, salad dressing, or honey. Reduces mess, no need for constantly dirtying spoons. It's all about controlling the flow and keeping things tidy.
What an incredible deep dive. It's truly amazing how just a fresh perspective can transform the mundane into the miraculous, isn't it? Every time we explore these everyday items, I'm just struck by the sheer ingenuity on display.
This exploration really does highlight that ingenuity often isn't about inventing something totally new. It's more about reimagining the capabilities of what we already have sitting around. It's about observing properties, understanding simple mechanisms, and then applying them in novel ways.
Yeah, absolutely. So the next time you look at, say, a plastic bottle or a used dryer sheet or even a potato, remember this deep dive. What other everyday items in your own home might be secretly extraordinary, just waiting for you to unlock their hidden power? We invite you to look around your own world, your kitchen, your garage, and discover the extraordinary uses for your ordinary things. Perhaps your next aha moment is sitting right there on your counter.